Hello, friends. It is Tuesday, and welcome to an all-new Quizplex here on Love Wrestling. My name is Zach. I will be your host. This is not the lineup that was advertised, but it's a lineup that I am privileged to host all the same, and I would like to take the time to introduce you to our fine contestants here tonight on Quizplex, your pro wrestling trivia show on Love Wrestling. First up, making his Quizplex debut, 1/4 of the Four Jobbers podcast, Brad. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brad from the Four Jobbers. Excited to be here. Known Zach for a while. See him at IWS shows all the time here in Montreal, and let's get some dubs here. I'm ready to get a win.
Absolutely, my dude. I'm glad you could be here. Now, because of this very sudden lineup change, usually I have a little intro that has a bunch of tweets that were leading up to the event. I had to take that out, but I did want to share one little screenshot from that video with you. The Four Jobbers kind of already got ahead and started roasting you. Jordan saying, Jordan wanting to get in on Quizplex, and we will make that happen sometime soon. They hate Jason, asking him not to blow it. And and Ryan saying starting with you, that's a questionable move. How do you respond?
Very supportive friends of mine that I have here, eh? Love the support, love the camaraderie. Nah, look it. There's only one man for the job. It had to be me. They can't step up. They can't come and do this. They're all scared. I think Waxman was invited one time. Where did he go? Jason, he lives under a rock. There's no chance. And Jordan, he's wasted. He's drunk right now, and he's asleep. So, come on. What's going on? It's all about ginger heat tonight.
Well, shout out to all four jobbers. Brad, thank you so much for taking part tonight, and we are going to have some fun having you here. Next up, a Quizplex competitor from yesteryear. And, sir, if I am reading the writing on the wall correctly, you are gearing up for a return to the squared circle. It's Big Scary, Holden Albright. How are you, bud?
I'm doing great. Big Scary is dead, though. That just means I sold all of my old wolf masks, and I need to create a new persona. I think I have 8 weeks left before I return, and it'll be 550 days since I last had a match. So I'm excited, terrified, and I hope I get to put over Matt again in an IWS ring.
I hope I didn't put heat on myself by using a picture of you with the wolf mask going into this Quizplex promotional materials.
Oh, absolutely not. That was still over. I sent that actually. I did a podcast interview a couple of weeks ago, and they're like, "Hey, do you have a promo graphic?" And that's the only one I gave them because it's also just a sick fucking video. I look crazy. I got the Road Warrior haircut. I got the mask and the chain, the bloody jacket. I'm scared I can't live up the next evolution to the previous. That's what I'm afraid of at the moment.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't think you have much to be scared of, sir. You're a creative individual, and I cannot wait to see the next phase of Holden Albright in the squared circle.
We do have to grab a coffee again before IWS.
Please. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And our third contestant, he is stepping in on the very last minute on behalf of our champion, WHEEZY. He's a very familiar face here on Love Wrestling, the tribal chief of Mario Kart. Representing Casanova Productions, it's Matt Viviani. Welcome back, sir.
Hello. Question: since I'm stepping in for the champion, does that make me the interim champion?
We haven't really fine-tuned those details, but I don't know, Spencer. Should we put the crown on him? What do you think?
You guys put up the Matt signal, and I showed up.
It's true.
I'm ready to say yes, just based on that excellent pun. I think that's appropriate. He's already become our Mario Kart tribal chief. He's stepping in for the champ. I don't think it's inappropriate, Zachariah. I don't think it's inappropriate, but you're the host of this show. I just click the buttons here and, hop on to make you drink every once in a while. So drink, Zach.
Hey, I will. Absolutely. But,
hi, everyone.
Hey, Spencer.
How did you become the Mario Kart champion? What's this all about?
Mario Kart. I am undefeated in Mario Kart amongst the wrestling community. I have a whopping 60-something-0 record.
Which Mario Kart?
I am ready to defend it anytime, anywhere, against anyone in the wrestling community. If anyone thinks they can step up to the champ, come at me, bro.
Damn.
Brad, I have a good question, though. Which Mario Kart?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And in 9 days, I'm going to be making my Mario Kart World debut as I fire up the Switch 2 for the first time.
Whoa. Okay. And
Is that
Brad,
gonna be streamed or something like that, or anywhere we can watch that? Because I want to see the skills here. I'm like an old school Mario Kart guy. I'll beat you on like 64 or something.
Yep,
Potentially, maybe GameCube.
64. I don't know. I'm pretty good at 64 too, man. That's where I got going with Princess Peach.
we grew up on
drifting
those streets.
Her
And
princess,
Peach.
her drifting skills are next level.
Oh shit! Yo, let's go.
And I must say, he is not just blowing wind there. We had him on our gaming stream, blowing off stream, and there was not a single defeat in Matt Viviani's L category. Pure wins all around.
Damn.
Absolutely. But tonight, here on Quizplex, we're not playing Mario Kart. We're playing pro wrestling trivia. And again, we are playing for a really great cause. The champion's privilege here on Quizplex is they get to select the charity. And again, our absent champion, WHEEZY, who sends her regrets tonight, has selected the Riley Children's Hospital as tonight's charity. Lex has forwarded this message about why she chose this charity. And I'd just like to take a moment to share with you before we get going. It's a local hospital in Indianapolis, Indiana, that helps children in the area. She thanks them for their service in helping people in her own life. And tonight we are looking to raise a little money and having some fun along the way this evening here on Quizplex. So how exactly do we do that? How do we raise money? How do we play Quizplex? Well, we got a little short video narrated by the one and only Spencer Love. So Spencer, cue it up, my friend.
Here on Quizplex, we aim to challenge our contestants with trivia questions from the world of professional wrestling. With each question, only one player will be eligible to answer the question verbally. We'll call them the active player. If they answer the question correctly, they get full points. While the active player is considering their question, the other players may try answering the same question quietly on their whiteboards. If the active player gets their question wrong, the other players may reveal their answers. Inactive players can get half points for a correct written answer. And that's just how players get points themselves. You can help them bank too. See that QR code in the top corner? Scan that to head to our tip jar, or click the link in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Every $5 buys 50 points for your player of choice. Just be sure to leave a comment with your player's name. All proceeds from the tip jar will be donated to this game's charity. Can't pick a favorite player? Who could blame you? If you can't play favorites but want to help a great cause, you can buy points to fill the wheel, which will distribute points randomly at various points in the game. In round 1, correct answers for the active player are worth 100 points. Correct answers stolen by the inactive player are worth 50 points. And once again, every $5 tip buys 50 points for your favorite player. That guy sounds handsome.
So last time I checked the tip jar, Brad is entering this game with a 400-point head start. What's that noise? What was that?
The
Something's
wheel.
Not happy. That was the wheel. It was not
It
happy
disappeared.
with my points. Oh my god!
It disappeared.
Exploded.
Well, once again, Brad has a 400-point head start last I checked. And Ryan Sullivan of the Mark Order podcast has donated 2,000 points to that wheel. So we're going to spin that at several points during that game, and we're going to find a way to distribute those points to our players. Spencer, would you actually take a moment? I know you have the tip jar tab open. Would you shout out some of the donations that have come in over the past week?
Can you buy me some time? I'm writing out the scoreboard.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Well, again, like if you have donated already, want to thank you for doing so. I hope you did so before the game started, because there's a bit of an early bird special. Every $5 was actually buying you 100 points before the game started. But as mentioned in that video, as we go forward, every $5 that you donate into our tip jar will buy 50 points for the player of choice. Once again, at the end, we're going to tally it up. We're going to send it to the Riley Children's Hospital. And again, thank you very much to WHEEZY for choosing it. It's going to be it's a great cause, and we are very privileged to play on their behalf this evening. I think Spencer is ready. He's looking at the camera very
confidently. If you ever need someone to buy you some time, if it's ever like somebody doesn't have their boots on, brother, bring Zach to your ring, because that guy covered enough. A huge shout out to everyone who's donated so far. Ryan S., Ryan W., Joanne, Scrambled Megs, Zach, thank you for donating to the wheel.
That went to the wheel.
You guys all. If you guys want to donate, scan that QR code. It is the best way to do it. If you want to go through YouTube or any way otherwise, always appreciated. If you want to go directly to the charity itself, send us a screenshot on Twitter. We're not going to shut down any donations, but that little QR code. The production value, Zach, just chef's kiss. Use the QR because Zach put in a lot of effort there.
The QR code's good, but I know not everyone is watching with 2 devices in hand and whatnot. Want to shout everyone out in the chat right now. Dara, new intro. Quite proud of it. Dara is also asking that Brad does it for the jobbers, so it's on you. Oh, speaking of the jobbers, they're in the house. Jason's in the house. Ginger, production value. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. Wheel, everyone's rooting for the wheel, especially that hard H sound that Spencer does before the actual W sound. They have to pretend that there are rules that don't randomly change. That's very true. We might change things up as we go.
Think we're like sort of the whose line is it anyways of wrestling pub trivia. Like there are points. Do they matter? Maybe. We'll figure that out at the end.
But with that, friends, you saw the video. I think things are straightforward. Do we have any questions as we start Quizplex?
What's the worst anyone's ever done?
Pluggo got -1 point.
That's amazing.
That's a goal now. -2.
How the hell did that even happen?
I don't even remember. But
somebody buy him out backwards.
yes.
We've had players who haven't been on the show win the show before.
Yes. Also true. Shout out TJ Cannon.
I was on that show.
Good luck, everybody.
Little Mean Kathleen basically cashed in Money in the Bank on me.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true. Little Mean Kathleen showed up in the middle of the show and won because of purchases that were happening in the donation chain. But no, actually, TJ Cannon did not show up whatsoever. But enough donations came in that he won, and that's how we play Quizplex. Victory can be bought because the money goes to a great cause. But let's start. Let's start with round 1 in Quizplex. And I am going to start again, Matt. You're stepping in as a champion, so you're going to get the tougher questions at the end of the round. I'm going to start with our debuting Quizplex star, Brad. You ready, my friend?
Yo, let's go. Ready. Let's do it.
All right. Which Disney character did Bret Hart once play in a musical?
What? Oh man, holy shit! Disney character.
This is something we should have pulled a video asset up for, Spencer. But hindsight is 2020. Even more than that in the creative process.
That's crazy. I did not know that he played in a musical, and I'm a big Brett fan, so that's awesome. I didn't know he was a theater boy. I'm gonna go with Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is not the correct answer, I'm afraid to say. Holden, Matt, do you have any answers on your whiteboards?
Yes.
I'm blank. I'm just gonna make a guess. I guess.
Yeah, please guess. This is the kind of question that beckons people to guess because it just makes the imagination wander. Bret Hart
I just
is
wanted
Peter
to see
Pan.
Brett in that little outfit. I was just thinking a little Peter Pan outfit.
I got Gaston.
Good one.
Oh, Gaston's good. Holden, what do you got?
I got Genie.
Well, you know what? We've got some points. Holden's getting half points on that one. He played the Genie of the Lamp in an off-Broadway production of Aladdin.
Holy shit.
A lot of pizza ads for it. I'm not a Bret Hart mark, but I'm autistic enough undiagnosed to know that.
It is a great ad, too. Just like I wish I had seen Bret Hart play the Genie.
And
Zach, have I got a treat for you if you want to see Bret Hart play the Genie?
Please.
Hi, folks. It's Bret the Hitman Hart, making all your wishes come true with Aladdin, the magical family musical.
I am the Genie of the Lamp.
You've never seen a genie like me before. Uh-oh, it's that evil magician Abanazir. Time for the sharpshooter. Here's my favorite.
We've only got about 15 seconds because we don't want to get demonetized. But
it's wild that the ad exists.
Time for the sharpshooter, brother.
I can't believe that exists.
That's sick. I need to see that.
A marvelous relic of pro wrestling history. But Brad, we've got a second question for you in round 2. It's 2 questions each in this round. Here we go. True or false? Stone Cold Steve Austin has never defended a world championship at WrestleMania. Now, because there's only a finite amount of answers on this one, I will want to see the whiteboards before I confirm whether Brad got it correct or not. So Holden, Matt, please jot true or false on your papers.
Seems like a trick, like it's got to be true, but I'm just going to go ahead and say false on this one.
Okay, okay. Gentlemen, I'd like to see your written answers. We've got true and true.
What? Yeah.
Is that true?
It was true a second ago. Yeah. Okay.
There
I need
we
a
go.
right figure then.
Brad, I'm sorry, except for the head start that you've gotten, you're not on the board in honest means yet. The answer is true.
This is all a plan to get more donations. I'm going to keep doing bad, and if you're watching me and you're a fan, you got to start donating now. I told you I'm going to need it.
Good plan.
I do want to
no.
clarify. Huge Stone Cold mark though. Have a smoking skull and a rattlesnake tattooed on my goddamn leg.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Oh,
I
yeah?
figured he must have fought Vince for something. It must have been a title, but no, it makes sense. No, not
No,
Emerson.
no, he was
Actually,
always
here's a fun fact about that. The only time Stone Cold and Vince McMahon faced off on pay-per-view in a one-on-one match was the St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
and
It was
this is
a
not a
previous Quizplex question.
That's
it's true.
Cage match.
And this is not a trivia question, but who debuted in that match?
King?
Big Show.
Big
Oh,
Show.
Big Show. Yeah.
Big
Huge,
Show,
once
yeah.
again, huge Stone Cold mark. In my mind, when I went through this question, I'm like, 13's Brett, no title. 14 Sean, he wins the title. 15's Rock, wins the title. 16, neck injury. 17, wins the title from Rock. And then no title matches for 18 or 19. But The Rock finally does win, no title on the line.
Dude, that
Once
was
again,
just like
undiagnosed autism.
That's
Undiagnosed.
sick, man. I love it. I love the timeline, and when you're able to do that and figure out what happened in the main event of WrestleMania. That's usually how you can like claw it back. But my brain is like fucking scrambled. So
Spencer
What's
when
up for
Holden.
jobbers? You were focused on the undercard.
yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to be a top guy. I'm studying the
This is
top
why I'm
guy.
a jobber and what we do, man. I never said I'm good at it.
I appreciate the enhancement talent, please.
That's why there's no jobbers in wrestling. Like I know the term is gone. Goldust blocked us on Twitter for our name. He's not a fan of the word.
amazing.
And that's why no one else, just us, we're the jobbers. You know, we work 9 to 5s. We don't get in the ring. We're not professionals. We are. The
I love
jobbers. No
that.
wrestlers are the jobbers.
I wonder if he told you to keep stepping while putting up some motivation over his recovery,
He just
and then he's
straight
like,
up
keep
no.
stepping to the block button.
Blocked by. Deserved.
All right, hold it. Sorry. All right, Brad, you are no longer the active player. We are moving on to Holden. I'm sorry, I don't have a Stone Cold question for you on this one. I have a Baron Corbin question for you, actually.
Oh no!
Who was Baron Corbin's tag team partner in the inaugural Dusty Rhodes Cup?
The first Dusty Rhodes Cup.
Yes, sir. They were
Oh, wait,
finalists.
I don't have to write this one down. I'm being asked.
No. You're active.
I'm
Speak
gonna-
verbally.
The only person that like early Baron that I have in my mind that might fit, and I'm just not going to delay us thinking of Baron Corbin too long. It's just I'm going to say Austin Aries.
Fair shout, but no, Austin Aries is not the correct answer. So I defer to Matt. I defer to Brad. I would like to see what you have written. Shots in the dark are always welcome.
The inaugural.
Shots of tequila also welcome.
What year was it?
Don't have that written down, but I mean, we're talking like black and gold at NXT. One of the finest
2017,
eras.
2018.
Gold.
Damn it! I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue.
I think I can give you the because they were a finalist team, and I think I can give you the champions that year, unless Spencer has any objection. What do you think?
If the active player didn't get a hint, no one gets a hint.
Thank you. I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to look like a
that's fair.
coward.
Got Wade Barrett. Matt, what do you got?
Just taking a guess. I have no idea.
Thinking back to that era of NXT, I'm gonna have to go with.
We got a correct answer in the comments, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I can't see the comments. What the heck?
Darn straight.
I'm trying to think of like another heel around that time.
I'm gonna give you another 5 seconds.
Bobby Roode. I don't know.
You know what, friends? This is the most non-NXT answer you could really come up with. The answer is Rhino.
Wow, I would have never got that.
Finals of that year were Rhino and Baron Corbin against Finn Balor and Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe. I thought that was going to be Kenta.
Kenta, I think, happened a little bit earlier. I
I feel like
thought it was gonna
Kenta
be
was just
Revival.
injured at that point. Yeah.
All right, Holden, I've got a bit of a media question for you. We're going to pull up an overlay, but my question for you is, which wrestlers are two of the sisters from Charmed wrestling in this image? Spencer's going to pull it up.
Oh. Shit, if you mentioned Sabrina the Teenage Witch, I would be like Billy Gunn immediately. And I don't like that this is like Minecraft pixelated and not like... I'm just like, it's the blonde that's like kind of throwing me off, but like seeing the skin pigmentation, I want to say the Acolytes are EPA, but yeah, screw it. I'll go with Acolytes. It's totally wrong, but Bradshaw and Farouk.
A worthy guess, but I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. So I defer to Brad. I defer to Matt. What
It's
do
a
you
hard round. Holy shit.
By the way, anyone in the chat, tell me if I need to go back and rewatch Charmed.
I had a poster of Alyssa Milano when I was young, so it must be worth it.
All right, can I show my answer?
Yeah, absolutely. I won't confirm it until I see Brad's as well. The Dudleys?
The Dudleys. The other pigmentation team, as we say.
I thought that was 3.0. I was like, Maynard and Parker, huh?
This is too. I mean, I wrote. It's definitely too early, but it's what I wrote down. I'm just gonna go with it.
Billy Gunn and Road Dogg?
Yeah.
Friends, I understand why you went for the tag team direction, but this is not actually a tag team shown in this picture. The correct answer, Spencer, I'll ask you to pull it up before I pull up the picture. It's Scott Steiner and Booker T.
Whoa.
This was
Crazy.
This was a crossover with WCW. Buff Bagwell is also in this episode, but he was not in the ring. That little matchup concludes with Alyssa Milano and Shannon Doherty pinning Booker T and Scott Steiner, and then they fall to hell.
It's just nice to see Scott Steiner putting over young talent for once.
I was gonna say Buff not being in the ring might not have been the worst thing, but them pinning Alyssa pinning them, that was Brad's dream as a child, I'm sure.
Damn straight.
They had about
You
8
let
and a
her
third
go
chance
over.
of winning that, too.
Child, but a teen.
I mean, we are coming towards the end of round one, and I don't think there's been any honest points earned. So I hope those donations are flowing in. Once again, you can scan the QR code, and if you're watching on YouTube, click the description, click the link there. Every donation you make, every $5 will buy 50 points for your player of choice, and that money is all going to the Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. So, Matt Viviani stepping in for our champion. You've got the hardest questions of the round. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Shawn Michaels wrestled one match between his retirement from the WWE and his return 4 years later. Name the promotion he wrestled for. Oh, you look
Somebody
like you
just shared this video like a week ago.
I think that's where
You know what
Spencer
the
pulled
funniest
question.
part is? That's probably where I got the question.
Oh my god.
You should have been paying attention to the tweet, Matt. You should have
Was
been
it
paying attention to the tweet.
RCW?
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Because that's not the right answer, I'm afraid to say.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Don't know.
OVW, and we've got TCW. Oh, I almost want to give it to Holden, but it's not quite the correct acronym. The correct answer being Texas Wrestling Entertainment.
WWE.
It's got to be Texas something, right?
And that was before
wrestled
the
for a
WWE
TWE.
changed their name. That should have been Texas Wrestling Federation. God damn it.
You wrestled for them, Matt?
Not that TWE. Mine was in Tennessee,
Oh, crazy.
in Chattanooga.
Chattanooga, yeah. I remember Casanova had a bit of a touted experience out that in that
for,
territory.
Jaden Newman's promotion. Good dude.
Right on.
Were you guys well liked there? Was it a positive experience? Was Casanova?
We wrestled as baby faces and got a please come back chant. It was something else.
Bless.
Can you just imagine me and JT as baby faces. Like,
I-
you can't.
I'm having
Always
trouble
have been
doing
in my
so.
heart.
I did a sharpshooter and I got really over because we're Canadian, so it was just easy.
Sick.
It's like, oh, it's the Canadian guy. He's doing a sharpshooter. Yeah.
If it works, let's go.
Dare Amazing had gotten the Rhino answer correctly, and again, he was trying to give a hint of WWE Hall of Famers, but I appreciate that, Dare Amazing, but our contestants cannot see the chat for a good reason. And again, Jason with a bit of controversial opinion for some, but I agree with it. Buffy greater than Charmed.
I was going to
I
say,
never
how's
heard
that
of Charmed.
controversial?
Yeah, that seems very
In some
odd. Like,
circles.
that's like someone saying I like Coke or Pepsi. Like, good for you. They released a comic book series on like an extended season. I needed to ask, should I watch Charmed? I should have asked, has anyone watched Charmed?
I never heard of Charmed.
Brad has.
Exactly.
Hey, my fiance put her hand up.
Let's go.
Shouldn't
See,
I?
someone in
Corner
the
over
house
there.
is smart.
All right, closing up round one, Matt. We've got one more question for you. How long did Ric Flair's world title reign? How long did Ric Flair's last world title reign last? 2 hours, 3 weeks, 3 months, or retired as a title holder? I feel like if I was taking this question, I would say odds of probability. I would say retired as the title holder because he retired about 8 dozen times.
Fair.
Once again, because of the finite amount of answers, I will also ask Brad and Holden to show their answers before I confirm whether Matt gets it correctly or not.
I'm going to say A, 2 hours.
Holden, Brad,
B.
well, Matt is on the board, honestly. He's the correct answer being A, 2 hours.
Oh, there we go.
Brad, you were indeed correct, but again, Matt got it correct, so that nullifies the inactive player's answer. And with that, Spencer, what are we looking
It
at
ain't
right
much, but it's honest
A
work.
brand new brand, Zach, comes with a brand new Spencer, where he's on top of the fucking math, everybody.
now? I
There's
can't believe you're
first
doing this
for
on a
Quizplex.
hockey night, too.
Yeah, I don't know the score in the Oilers game right now, so
I
I am going to
can
look
get
at that
that for you.
later. Pardon me,
2-1
sir?
Edmonton.
Ooh.
In what period have we won? Is it
5
done?
minutes left from the third.
Whoa.
Oh boy! So I'm going to find a very long clip here for our intermission.
I was
Play
about
2
to
or
say
3
we
if
need
you
a new
want.
producer.
Just please, somebody, when the game's over, because I'm not going to watch. If we're winning and I'm not watching, got to stick with tradition. Please update me with the final score. But talking about scoring, currently at the end of round one of Quizplex 2.0, in third place right now by only 50 points, Holden Albright, formerly known as Big Scary, Holden Albright, with 100 points. In second place, Matt Viviani with the only honest points of the game with 150. And Brad bringing the ginger heat with 400 points at the end of the first round. Zach, I'll turn her over to you because I've got to see if Evan Bouchard's done anything good.
Well, I understand that, Spencer, but also we got to do some spinning. We got to spin some wheels.
You're the one who makes the decisions on the wheel, Zach. Okay, so how many are we spinning here?
Okay, so we have.
Are we blowing it
2,000
all at once? Are
No.
we?
Well, that's too much. We have 2,000 points. So let's do 2 spins of 500.
Whoa. Big money.
All right, here we go. There we go. Here it
The wheel
comes.
doesn't like me.
Yeah, the wheel has not been kind to Matt Viviani in the past. I will confess this. First spin.
Zach has pressed Control plus Enter.
Come on. No. Yes.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Show me
500
potato
points. And Matt takes the lead. And one more spin. Imagine Brad ends this round in the lead, but then suddenly oh no.
No.
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. Wheeling, dealing, son of a gun.
Ryan Sullivan, what have you done?
The anti-jinx. Oh, the wheel doesn't work for me. The wheel's against me.
Yeah, that's how it
Oh.
works.
Yeah, it's full of
That's how
shit.
it works.
The reverse jinx. I've seen it before.
Well, by hook or by crook, the
You can
reverse
call me
jinx
the
might have
wheel
worked.
deal, Matt Viviani.
I feel like you just read the game and you just negged the wheel. For anyone that knows about pickup artists, they popped for that.
Well, it's time to play the game. It is all about the game and how you play it. And now, as we head into our first commercial break, Holden Albright with 100 points, Brad with 400 points, and your new scoreboard leader, your former Prime Minister, Matt Viviani, with 1,050 points. Zach, I'm going to take off.
I mean, there's not much more to say than that. A very controversial end
Shenanigans.
to round
We can
one.
say shenanigans.
We can say shenanigans,
The wheel
but again,
deal, baby. The wheel deal.
there are still 1,000 points to distribute by the end of round 2, or maybe round 3. Who knows? Maybe if we're feeling cheeky, we'll do it at the very end of the game and get some Mario Party stars for one player or another. But with that, we'll be back in just one moment. But you know what? You tapped into something there when you're talking about motorcycles and whatnot. The wager here was winner destroys the loser's motorcycle.
They both had motorcycles?
Whatever.
The motorcycle?
I mean, with that. Oh, hold on. We got another
Dijak, you
digest.
Piece of trash,
scumbag, big
you scumbag.
piece of jobber,
Yeah, fake
you
butt.
loser, developmental piece of you 6'8" stack of garbage, dog spot, you no psychology piece of shit. I hate your guts. I hope you go and I hope you wrestle and lose on a pay-per-view and get hurt in the process, you scumbag.
Damn! No, Dijak, I wish you all the best. I hope you become WWE champion next year, brother.
Yeah. No chance. No chance.
No chance.
I like this particular comment here from Ryan. With the blue shell, Matt gets back in the race.
Oh, hell yeah. I never get to use those in Mario Kart because I'm always in first.
Oh, jeez.
Not in Quizplex though. It's coming. It's coming. I got it for you.
Brad, you ready to reclaim first place?
That's it. It's an orange shell though. You've never seen it before. It's coming for your ass.
That's an orange shell. What's it going to do? Take my soul?
Yeah, 100%. Every freckle is a soul that I've snatched, baby. Yours is coming next.
Brother, you've been in the wrestling business how long? You still have a soul that can be snatched? Bruh.
No, it's gone. And it's gone.
Marvelous. Gentlemen, thank you for the laugh on that one. Oh boy. Okay. We are going to kick off round 2 on Quizplex. Again, the game is played very much the same, but what's different is the scoreboard. This time, correct answers for the active player are going to be worth 200 points. If you steal from the active player, it's worth 100 points. And once again, if you are watching live, scan the QR code, click the link in the description, head over to our tip jar. Every $5 you donate, we'll buy 50 points for your player of choice. And again, that money is going to the Riley Children's Hospital. It's going to a great cause. Victory can be bought because, again, money's going to a good place. So what's it matter? What's it matter on the silly little trivia show? We are going to kick off round 1 with Brandon, with Holden. Are you ready, my friend?
Brother, I didn't realize. I forget how competitive I am until I'm in a competition. And like, I'm a little mad right now.
Oh, no.
It's time for the
You gotta-
comeback. Let's go.
You gotta. I remember you used to call the fans of Holden Albright the acolytes of Holden, if I'm not mistaken, or there was some like little click there.
Yeah, patreon.com/Brendan C. You can sign up for free because like I haven't been so frequent, so a lot of the content's up there. Free membership, trying to get the newsletter list up, but it's the not a cult. Like I'm a fan of cults. I'm just not religious enough to lead my own or want to. This is a children's charity. I will not make the other half of that joke. But
Okay.
just come join the Acolytes of Albright, and it's a APA ripoff logo. Credit Kingdom Chains for that.
All I'm saying is we got to rally the not a cult to get some donations in and help out to help you out there.
They're not Tuesday night sober people, I believe. They are like crazy on Tuesday during days or like blackout between Friday to Monday.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see if we can get you some points, honestly, sir. Ooh, pardon me. Speaking of sober, your question to kick off round 2. Who is the only wrestler to win a title in the WWF, WWF, and WWE?
I don't need to write this answer again. Okay.
No, you're
definitely
active.
don't. I do not want to work out my answer just in case it tips off the other guys. Okay, like I can get 1 and 2, and then I can get 2 and 3. A championship, so it could be any championship.
Spencer is nodding. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
It
So
has
that's
to
like
be
the-
one. It can't be like the Rock's Little People's Championship or something like that. Like you have to win it in some sort of match.
But not a world heavyweight title. That's what I was trying to specify. Of like, okay,
No.
not a world. I wanna. I'll go with Bob Backlund.
That's a good shout. And in fact, one
That definitely means
was,
it's wrong.
Ryan Sullivan. Well, no, again, Ryan Sullivan and Dustin both had the same answer over in the comments. But yes,
Oh,
you're
it's
right.
a threesome of idiots.
It's
Okay,
incorrect. It is indeed incorrect. You're right about it being incorrect. So, there's something. How about I give you 5 points for that?
cool. Sure. Thanks for the pity.
We call them chaos points around here, Holden. It's not pity. It's chaos.
I think that's what my teachers called my issues that they didn't diagnose. Oh, don't worry. He has not charisma, chaos points.
With that, I defer to Matt. I defer to Brad. Do you have an answer other than Bob Backlund?
It's the WWE one that's stumping me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think like what legend. Oh man.
I mean, I'm gonna also pull up Spencer for a fact, not a fact check, because the man does his research and whatnot. But I am curious about one of these companies as well.
So before the WWF was the WWF, it was the WWF. WWF.
WWF.
I have an answer. I'm just waiting for Matt. I'm going to put it up at the same time.
Yeah,
I'm just taking a guess.
I'm gonna flip flop. Hold on, let me just erase what I had.
Whoa. He shook.
Okay, hold on.
All right,
I got
I'm
it.
ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
so show him. Arn and Piper.
I was going to
Not correct on either regard. The correct answer being 1, Ted DiBiase.
Wow.
Fuck.
So, Spencer, it must be a hardcore title or a 24/7 title. What are we talking about here?
Must be the 24/7.
Ted DiBiase won the 24/7 championship for the WWE.
Great.
What about the WWF championship? What belt did DiBiase have for that? That's what I'm a little curious. I thought he came in and like
He won the North American Heavyweight Championship. I made sure I had this one ready because, in the nicest of ways, to Ted DiBiase Sr. and not his tax evading son.
Hey, he was a part of that scheme also, just not as big of a part.
Okay,
Oilers
fair enough.
put the
So,
Netter in, by the way.
as a guy who watched the Brett Favre documentary last night, there are levels to this. So he won the North American Championship for the WWF.
Oh, Spencer, if you want to put that on full screen, I would definitely. understand.
Pardon me for a second.
Oh,
Damn blurry.
Oh,
there we go.
That's real sport.
Shoot sports.
Hi guys. Sorry. Goyle.
Yeah, that was the empty netter. That's game.
Damn, that's sick.
I like my
Now,
sports.
We might even upgrade it to good. We might even upgrade it to good.
This is a good.
That fucking scared the shit out of me.
What the hell happened there?
We've upgraded it to good. This is good, you guys.
I've seen Mr. Warren Hayes, but I did not expect it to happen right there. Now, and we just had a Ted DiBiase question. And speaking of problematic people, what country was Kane born in?
Spain?
Okay, there we go. Right there. Points.
Damn
right
it!
in the
I
bank.
actually knew that.
I could, yeah, like it was such a, he's such a weird fella that like I just like oh, I know that, and then like I got nothing else to add.
Fair
The
enough.
big red Republican can't become president.
The canes in Spain fall mainly in the plains.
I also did watch like a Facebook reel, I think it was, of a Kane specific Royal Rumble with different iterations that also included the Indie Canes and Raising Cane's Kane that looked like a Kane that was a Raising Cane's employee. Like it was great.
Marvelous, marvelous. Again, I just love the timing of that. We just like went from one problematic person, like Holden was just like ready with the Kane answer or with the Spain
Bro,
answer.
I'm like 50, especially with my comedy. I can't do all my comedy yet. I need to be a little bit more successful for the platform to be like not cancel worthy. But like, yeah, I'm definitely not as problematic as you would appear. Like,
Oh no,
like,
that's
it's
like you are problematic, sir. Kane's explaining.
oh no, but I'm saying like Holden Albright and Brendan Caulfield should be slightly problematic, but I'm not. Like I'm positively problematic. Back to the positive gaslighting of off-air conversations.
Positive gaslighting, a conversation for another era here on Love Wrestling.
Off air.
Brad, second place. So we got questions for you.
Let's go.
Who main evented both the first episode of NXT and the first ever Ring of Honor event?
Holy. First ever episode of NXT and Ring of Honor, which I have admittedly never really seen much of. So that's going to be a tough one. But NXT, I should know something about, right? Damn.
I see what Spencer did here.
Main evented the first episode.
Also, big shout out to Spencer for stepping up to do the questions this week. This was a very chaotic introduction to Quizplex V2.
You underestimate my abilities as a producer. I write great questions. I can
do.
go ahead and pull up Bret Hart as a genie. Like, come on.
Yeah.
You guys
You
are a
run
great tag team, by the way.
shows?
He's crushing the hosting. Amazing questions. Like this is really good. And I love the graphics. You guys have stepped up your game over time. And I don't know what the fucking answer is. I'm gonna say Seth Franklin Rollins. I don't know.
Seth Franklin Rollins. Well, Seth frickin' Rollins is the correct answer, so I'm not going to give you points for that. No, that's not actually true. Seth Rollins is not. Seth Rollins is not the correct answer, so I'd like to see Matt and Holden's answers.
Okay, 1 second.
He's like writing. He's scribbling out Seth Rollins as we speak.
No, it's actually. All right, I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
We've got Daniel. What is that?
Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
Well, guys, you both got the correct answer, and you both had we put both verbiages there. Oh man, I just full screen myself, and I don't know how to stop it.
It's not full screen for us.
Yeah,
Good.
we're still split.
Okay, there we go. Well, again, half points for the inactive players.
Kudos on that NXT 2010 swerve, though. Kudos.
Yeah.
He's tipping the hat. He's tipping the hat. I don't know if anyone.
Yeah, we are wild and young NXT.
Against Chris Jericho. I don't know who he wrestled in the first ever Ring of Honor event.
It was low key, I think.
Spencer gives a thumbs up.
5 chaos points to Vivian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Great shout. Great shout.
Was it a singles with Loki or a 3-way with Daniels? Christopher Daniels.
10 chaos points to Holden Albright.
Was
What?
it in an arena? Was it the match indoors?
It was a rec center in Philadelphia, I'm pretty sure.
Was there a referee involved?
With some natural light.
Yeah.
Spencer is like turned away from the camera. He's just ignoring Brad at this point.
McDavid is Jesus. Points? No?
11 chaos points to Brad.
The chaos points have spoken. Oh, all right. One more question for you. In round 2, Brad. Who was the last client that Bobby Heenan ever managed? This is a tough kickoff for Quizplex version 2.
This is the questions should be tough. I warned everyone coming in here that I'm not, I have lots of opinions, not a lot of knowledge. It's my thing. So, I mean,
That's
Bobby
such
Heenan,
an honest
goat.
statement.
Who was the last client of Bobby Heenan ever managed? Bobby the Brain, fucking goat. I don't remember. When was he around until? When did he stop doing his thing?
In regard to the last question, Dara Amazing is asking if I would have accepted Dan Bandana, and yeah, I'll always accept Southpaw Championship Wrestling names on any of these questions, just for the record.
Let's just go with Bobby Lashley because I have no idea.
Worthy effort, but I'm afraid Bobby Lashley.
I appreciate
is
you
not
saying
the
worthy
correct
effort,
answer.
even though it's not. I appreciate it.
Hey, here's the thing. I will always be very supportive of any shot in the dark because it just jogs the imagination. What if Bobby Heenan managed Bobby Lashley? I think that would be a very fun encounter.
It would be great, right?
Bobby squared.
Bobby squared.
There we go. It's already set.
But I defer to Holden. I defer to Matt. I would like to know what you have on your whiteboards or paper. Holden's shaking his head.
I
We've
have
got
big
perfect.
John. I did have perfect as Kurt Hennig. I scratched it out.
True.
Uh-oh.
If it's any consolation, Mr. Perfect is not the correct answer, and neither is Big John
was it
said. The
Rick
correct
Rude?
answer being one Philip Brooks.
Shit.
I fucking knew it was going to be some TNA ROH bullshit. I fucking knew it. It's WCW commentator Heenan threw me off. I'm like, oh, maybe Perfect goes over there. I knew it was going to be some bullshit like this. I'm happy none of us got any points, and I'm hot in a positive way. Like, kudos, but
Yeah, that's crazy.
I see Spencer. Oh, there he found it. Yep. Again, that's another great pull. Another great pull, Spencer.
Good one.
And we close out round 2. We've got 2 questions for Matt Viviani, and we are not pulling the punches. It is still just as hard as the previous questions. Matt, your handle is Matt Viviani 91. You're born in 91?
Yeah.
Okay. Just going to hold my tongue as someone who was born in the 80s, but all the same, we've got a 90s question for you. Who is the only wrestler born in the 90s to main event WrestleMania? You darn sweet summer child.
Now, does that include like the night 1, night 2 bullshit?
Spencer is nodding. Yes.
Sasha
You can name it.
Banks.
Hey. Well done. Spencer's punch in the air in celebration of Matt Viviani getting it correct. Spencer, when was Bianca Belair born? Is she honestly
1989? Because to be honest with you, the 2 people that I fact check were Bianca Belair and Seth Rollins. Were the only 2 concerns that I had on there. And Seth Rollins we talked about earlier, 1986. Yeah. So Sasha Banks.
I think the Seth Rollins fact is he was the first main eventer to be younger than Mania. That was where the age is. I did have Bianca. I wasn't sure who was older between Sasha and Bianca. I did write down.
Yeah, that's where I had to ask the night 1 thing because I thought they were around the same age. So I was like, maybe that canceled it out. But nope.
No, it was a great shout, and again, I'm actually amazed. I thought perhaps Bianca was like an 00's baby, but wow.
How old is Sasha then? How old is Mercedes Moné?
Spencer is
She
doing
was
some
also
typing.
born in 1992, like I was, hosting a stream and not main eventing WrestleMania.
Shut up, youngin.
Oh, so young.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, one last question to close out round 2. And actually, this is a bit of a video question. We've got a bit of a special guest who's come in to film this question. And yeah, play it, Spencer.
John Cena is currently on his retirement tour from pro wrestling, but in 2005, he went on his first and only concert tour in support of his platinum album, You Can't See Me. Name 3 of the cities that he went to.
That's a
I'm gonna
tough one.
say New York, Boston, and let's go with Philadelphia.
Ooh. You know what? This is tough. This is tough. I mean, it's not correct. It's not correct. But I feel like I want to do something with this. Let's see if someone can do better. Boston, NYC, Miami, Cleveland, New York, and Boston. Ooh. Okay. I've made my decision, but we'll play the answer.
If you said Philadelphia, Cleveland, Buffalo, New Haven, or of course Boston, you are correct.
The tie break.
Again, we've got 2 out of 3 between Holden and Matt, but again, Matt was the active player, so I've got to award it to him. Absolutely. Well
Don't we
done.
have extra questions?
Oh. Well, how do you want to do that? Pardon me.
Winner take all for an extra question, or split the points?
No. Matt was the active player. He got it right.
Oh yeah, I'm giving that to him. Both of the Canadians screwed up what New York it was, but it's still he's active. He got the Philadelphia.
They're all New York. I don't know.
Yeah, no, we're gonna save those questions for future editions of Quizplex. But again, well done, Matt Viviani. But on that record, again, like you just bank some points. You're a point leader, and if all goes well, you might actually be having a bit of FaceTime with Anthony Green, because Spencer, if you'll play that next clip, Anthony Green returns next month here on Quizplex as a proper contestant here on the show. Again, we had him on the show a few months ago. I think he was defeated by Little Mean Kathleen. But yeah, Anthony Green, he's coming back to Quizplex. And again, he came here endorsed by Dijak. And that's a whole story to itself.
Yeah, I actually spoke to Anthony Green a couple of times on some indie shows, and his knowledge is just insane. Like, he'll just like hit random facts like in 2 seconds. He's like an encyclopedia, so I'm worried about that one if I get to get on that show.
Yeah, I've got to work with him a couple times, and homie is a super nerd when calling moves and such. It's like, yeah, best of luck, especially if they go in the 80s. You're fucked.
Yeah, 100%. WCW, random WCW stuff. He knows like everything. It's crazy.
Here's what happened. He just kind of we had Dijak on the show, and like out of nowhere, he was like, if you ever have Anthony Green on the show, he will absolutely destroy anyone. And he certainly would have, had it not been for our little donations gimmick, which you can still do if you want to donate to the Riley Children's Hospital. Every $5 you donate will buy 50 points for your player of choice. Just leave a comment when you make a donation into the tip jar of who you want to support on this edition of Quizplex. But before we get to the scoreboard, I think we've got 2 more spins of our little wheel gimmick. Friends,
let's go wheel.
Do you want to bless the wheel in any kind of way, or like, is there something you want to say?
Go
there you
fuck
go, Matt.
yourself, wheel. It worked the first time.
Well, here we go. Let's see what the wheel says.
Wheel.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay,
the wheel deal.
This guy is the wheel deal. I can't believe it.
It's a little ridiculous. Matt, I'm going to say
it's
this.
so funny because last time like we did something. I think there was like 8 or 9 of us on the wheel, and I went last. Like it hit everybody but me. So this is just vengeance.
Yeah, our Halloween edition, we had a lot of players on the wheel, but Matt, again, you've just won the wheel 3 times. I can't afford the risk of you winning it a 4th. I'm going to remove you from the wheel on this one. I hope you understand.
Get tiff off me.
I'll take the natural hat trick and run.
Natural hat trick and run. 500 points between Holden and Brad. Let's see what happens.
I'm not going to win again.
Potato salad.
It worked.
All right. We got a game now.
I'm still last, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm the wrestling autistic, not the math autistic. I failed grade 10 math 3 times.
Well, let me update y'all on who may or may not be last and who may or may be first, as though we don't know. In 3rd place right now, Brad with 411 points. Thank you for the chaos points, Spencer. No one's ever said that. Not once.
Hey, thank you. I'm on the board, man. I did thank you during it. Right after.
So with 450 points, because he finally was kind to me, like no one else has ever been when I award chaos points. Brad. In 2nd place with 915 points, we've got Holden Albright. Woo. And with 1,755 points.
Yeah.
Matt Viviani, your interim champion. We're going to have a ladder match. We got to figure out a way to do one of those online.
Matt versus Wheezy in the ladder match.
That shit.
Cage match with a door.
Don't tell Jesse Ventura.
Brother got hot about that, huh?
Good.
Oh, I was team Jesse in that regard. And I think Brad was as well.
Big time.
Oh yeah.
I'm team Festus.
I'm generally team Jesse. I had the same reaction. You walk out a door and you win a cage match, like
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I should have known he was going to do that.
I was looking for an excuse for the last half hour.
I always hated the door, even in the video games. It's like, screw the door, man.
Yeah, maybe if it's bolted closed and you have to use some cutters, there can be some schmozzery, but you can't just open the door and the referee opens it for you as you're walking towards it. Like, nah, come on.
I can't climb fences, so if I'm ever in a steel cage match, there better be pinfalls and submissions and the door.
Yeah, I'm fine with a pinfall or submission for sure.
That all makes sense.
Or if you're a heel, I guess, and you use the door, and like I'm sure Matt could make it work. I mean, he'd strut out of there like nobody's business, you know.
I'll have another door, a secret door.
What was
just
it?
For me.
Someone got chokeslammed through. Was it Big Show versus JBL? JBL.
Yeah, and he went from underneath. Oh my god, I was so pissed as a kid.
Shout out Waxman for talking about that.
JBL's title run actually like greatly inspired my Canadian title run. Funny enough, though.
That's
called back to Vince and Austin once again. Stone Cold Autism. Stone Cold Steve Autism. That's a good fucking line.
That's gonna be seen that seen his post.
Autism 316.
In Big Show's debut, throws Stone Cold through the wall of the door and he falls.
Paul White just getting the short end of the stick always, eh? Like I don't know why,
except for in life by being like a giant.
Of course, and having a great career and all that, but for some reason he's always got to be like at the butt end of all these things that happen. I don't know why.
Friends, this is a marvelous round 2, and I know it seems very dire for Holden and for Brad with Matt Viviani's commanding lead, but again, the donation chain is still open. If you donate right now, every $5 you donate will buy points for either Holden or Brad or Matt if you want to like
secure my lead.
Expand upon his lead, certainly. But we are gonna take one more pause. We're gonna take one more little break, and we'll be back with round 3, which is anagrams. And again, the theme of tonight is certainly reboots. So we're talking about wrestlers with rebooted personas. We'll be back in a minute. Complete this lyric from Method Man's homage to The Rock in the song Know Your Role. Jabroni, check yourself, you don't know me. Jabroni, go back to the gym.
Hold on, I literally have no idea, but I'm gonna try to like rhyme this shit. All right, Jabroni, check yourself. You don't know me. Jabroni, go back to the gym. pepperoni. I don't know.
I'm afraid that was not the correct answer. Kathleen Pride, what do you got on your
I also wrote
shot?
below me.
All right.
You can see it through the Applebee's.
But the answer to this one, Jabroni, check yourself. You don't know me, Jabroni. Go back to the gym.
You're too bony. I would have never got that.
Oh yeah.
I would have gone to like My Little Pony before that.
Matt, do you still own that Saturday Night Main Event flag?
I do. It's actually since I moved, it's still packed up though. I gotta get that back out. Maybe I'll put it.
What the fuck?
All right,
Slap it on
friends.
the wall behind me here.
Yeah, you got to do that for this for the streaming backdrop.
Yeah, I'm very naked. And very pale,
Well-
apparently. What's going on here?
Well, friends, we are going to kick off the anagram round. But what's again the gameplay is a little different, but also the scoreboard is a little different. And there's a little gimmick there. There it is. 3 anagrams are going to be displayed. The first player to answer each anagram receives 250 points. And once again, every $5 donated by live viewers will give 50 points for their player of choice. So, our friends, oh boy, I'm sorry. Spencer went hard with the questions. I went very hard with the anagrams. You're going to hate me. I don't think, Brad, you're not going to speak to me at future IWS events. Matt, you're not going to, you guys, you and Holden, you never heard of me after this one, and I won't take it personally. But the first anagram, are you ready, friends?
Let's roll.
Khaki ins. So think gimmick changes.
So
Friends?
like it's two words, right?
Yeah, but like it's not like INS is one word or khaki is one word. Like you can
Oh,
jumble the
geez.
words between the two of them.
But the second word is 3 letters.
Not necessarily.
Oh, son of a bitch. What? Huh?
So like it could all be one word.
Could be one word, could be 2 words, could be 4 words, could be.
I had no heat with you until this dominatrix hosting segment gimmick shit happened.
I'll just dance to the music. To anyone watching live, the image is not actually frozen. Our contestants are considering
Brother.
the anagram.
Damn it! If there was an E, I would have said Kyrie Sane.
I wanted Sin Cara and the H fucked me up.
Yeah, yo, me too. That was the first thing I thought of. You got to write this down, or do we just blurt it out when we got it? Like the first guy to get it?
I'll accept it blurted out. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just trying to write down these letters because this is fucking me up so much.
Yeah, dude. I'm.
Okay.
While our players consider, if you are watching live, once again, you have the opportunity to help us. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Flip the scoreboard. You can, every $5 you donate to the Riley Children's Foundation.
2 eyes.
I'm burping way too much. We'll buy 50 points to your player of choice. Every $5 is a $50 pop.
Son of a bitch, that doesn't work.
Normally, I'd cut you off in another like 10 seconds. Do you guys want like another 20 seconds? Especially Holden. I feel like he's committed to this.
No, I'm just getting angrier and angrier. Like, luckily the malls are shut down and I don't own any ammunition. I did say I wouldn't do it to a school because I'm too old to be at a school. Why would I do that? A mall, though.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I give up. I had Rikishi for a second, but that's not it.
Matt's still going. Brad, where are you at?
I don't know yet. You know, when the timer goes, the timer goes. But I'm gonna keep trying until the timer goes.
Okay.
I wanted Shinsuke, but like, there's no U in
I was
it.
looking at. We're on the same page here. Yeah, Edmonton won 4-1. 2 empty netters. I can't see the anagram. All right.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good. Damn, this is like an alter ego or something.
It's a gimmick change.
It's not Lord Tensai.
Lord Tensai was originally in my my set of anagrams, but he didn't make the cut. So spoilers, the next few answers are not. I'm gonna give you guys another 30 seconds, and that.
I had to restart the music. I thought we were done.
use the loop. "15 seconds.
I really originally wanted the answer to be Mordecai. Like, that never fit at all once I saw the anagram, but when you're like gimmick change.
Okay, last chance to throw your papers up. Nothing?
No, nothing.
Again, I said people would hate me after this this anagram round. From Nikki Cross to Nikki Ash.
Whoa, that's a good, because the 2 Ks. I'm like, who has 2 Ks? Like, what's a good, like?
Yeah,
nice one, Nikki Ash. Nice.
The next one. Oh. I'm gonna revisit a gimmick. We're gonna like start dropping hints every like 20 seconds or so.
Oh, thank God.
Ashcroft Kepler lottery.
Shit.
And just to keep y'all on the edge of your seats, we do have some donations coming in.
Yes.
Who's trying to fuck on me?
Probably Ashcroft Kepler lottery if I'm gonna venture a guess. It's true. I should have put the punctuation dash. Dara, you're absolutely right. Okay, first hint for Ashcroft Kepler lottery. Contemporary. Another 20 seconds. I'll drop another hint. Next time.
When you made these up, did you just look at the letters and you're like, oh, I have the scramble pieces for lottery? Like, were you real proud of yourself for writing lottery?
I run it through a little generator. I make round 3 very easy on myself and Spencer, and let an algorithm handle it for us. Next hint. After the first hint was contemporary, the second hint will be all elite wrestling. Another 20 seconds till the next hint, and I think the next hint is a big one for those who are watching regularly. 5 seconds till the hint. The hint is Don Callis family.
What is this one? This is crazy.
Spencer, did this person wrestle on Sunday? He's looking it up. I'm not sure. I missed the better part of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I only saw the main events.
He was not in the main event. That's my next hint for you.
Yeah, thank you. But it's a he.
I did just say he. I did just let that slip. Spencer's giving me a thumbs up. He did wrestle on Sunday. And I'm going to give you guys another 20 seconds. Taking a look at the comments. We've got a correct answer in the comments, actually. But that's all I'll say. 5 more seconds.
I have like. That's,
Holden, do you have a shot in the dark?
can I say the answer, or do I have to write it down?
Shoot it.
The Proto Star Kyle Fletcher?
The Proto Star
Motherfucker!
Kyle Fletcher.
Oh no, I lost my marker.
He launched it.
And
Like,
Dara
yay.
the Amazing
Dara's crushing it.
was the person who I referred to. Well done, Dara. Well done.
I kept going to Josh, and then like Fletcher popped in, but I had fucking Kalen Croft, which I think was like Trent Beretta's old gimmick, or his tag partner's old gimmick because of that Croft.
Okay.
Fucking
Last.
Protostar. What a goofy word.
Well done. Well, hey, goofy word or not, it got you 250 points. And
Woohoo.
one more anagram. Abraham. It's not Abraham. Abraham. Jed Wolfishly.
That was actually going to be my ring name.
20 seconds till the first hint. Brad, how did you do balloons?
My Mac is super excited for me right now. It's trying to wake my brain up, and it's not working. It's for like the new Mac thing. You can do like the thumbs up, and then the little thing will come up. There's different ones you can do. And this one doesn't want to work anymore. You have to turn them on.
Yeah, I'm Italian, and they did that in Zoom, and I talk with my hands, so like I get a lot of emoticons just popping up.
That's it. I did something in it. It thought it was balloon worthy.
First hint. Singles star. Former tag team. Did you hear the second part of my little hint there?
Former tag team.
There we are. My next hint, world champion. Twenty more seconds till the last hint.
I don't think Viviani's expression has changed once. He's just brooding.
Fucking locked.
I'm locked in here. Doing
My
mental
last hint. Their name has come up tonight, but it was not a question or it was not an answer. Revisit your mental Rolodexes. Recall the last hour and 14 minutes of your evening.
John Bradshaw Layfield.
Boom! Too, and I didn't say it.
It's that
Boom.
dead. I was like, it couldn't be that because the 4 letters word is in the middle.
Damn.
Da-da-da, da-da-da-da.
Well done. Well done. But the game is not over. The scoreboard is not locked because, again, as Spencer popped in to say, we've got some suspense. We've got a wheel to spin. Spencer, what are we looking at here?
A couple of potential wins if the wheel goes right for everybody. That's the best way that I'll put it. I'm not here to give away results, Zach. You're our Wink Yahoo. I'm just here to be, I guess, the Punisher.
Sure, but how many?
Fucking 65 pounds, I guess. We'll revise that branding. Back to you.
Well, can you give us the names of the people who donated and how many times I'm spinning?
You'll be spinning 2 times, and a huge thanks to WHEEZY for donating. You're spinning twice, Zachariah.
I want to go back on the wheel.
And okay, Spencer, am I putting Matt on the wheel? One last question.
No.
Damn it. I'm Team Brad at this moment.
All right, here we go. First spin of the wheel.
We'll split it 50-50.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh!
Oh!
It can't be.
Uh-oh.
That's the first spin.
It's
Will
meant
a
to be
second
for some reason.
Will a second spin seal the fate of Brad, who came into Quizplex with a commanding head start?
Oh boy.
Go, 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 go.
Hey, you're supposed to be impartial. Like, I will say, Brad's got good hair going for him.
Thank you. I'll take that. I'll take that.
I think that is as decisive as it comes. Spencer, what are we looking at? This is dramatic.
Zach, we've made Quizplex history. I have no other way to put it. Number one, and I don't know if we'd necessarily want to award this, but fuck it, I'm the producer. I get to do what I want.
Yes, you do.
We have the award for biggest drop-off, I think, in Quizplex history. Because in third place, with 550 points, and 4 Jobbers podcast, I can't wait for you to clip this. In third place, we've got Brad with 550 points, despite a commanding 400-point lead leading into Quizplex. You know, Zach, I know we don't normally do this, but we're rebranding here. So, Brad, any words?
I'm still the GOAT.
Are Ryan, Jason, and Jordan gonna agree with you on that?
Absolutely not. They will vehemently disagree with that, but I don't care. I came out and I did my best and I had some fun doing it, and I am a loser and I don't care to say it.
Now, Zach, for the new format, do you think that we need to do this like Love is Blind style or RuPaul's Drag Race style and announce the first place winner?
Ooh.
Well, the other 2 competitors hold hands and support each other.
I don't have any graphics or layouts for that. So, but I think that's a great idea that we should pursue for.
Well, then, Zach, as we continue with the rebrand here on Love Pro Wrestling's Quizplex, in first place, coming from behind to win for the first time ever with 2,165 points. Your new
Hell yeah, I think.
Quizplex champion, Holden Albright.
I got real confident and concerned at the same time. I want to
The
give
wheel
a shout out.
fucked me again.
I want to say 2 things. One, Brad, sometimes the best worker is the enhancement talent. Thank you very much. And secondly, coming from behind is why I have Team No Babies going on in my life right now. Let's go.
You have to give a speech. While you wear the Quizplex crown, we need a victory speech, Holden Albright.
Autism pays off. The struggle's real. It doesn't get better, but just make friends that have cool quiz shows, and you'll. No, there's pub trivia everywhere. Develop an alcohol problem. Go do pub trivia. That's my life advice.
And some great advice. I've never heard any. I will let you close this one out. So friends, thank you guys for tuning in.
We got to bring up Matt Viviani.
No, I'm closing out my part. You're closing out the show. For those of
Okay.
you who have tuned in tonight, thank you guys for doing so. That QR code continues to go to our donation of choice tonight. So scan it, get there, donate money, because we're doing more than just, ruining Matt Viviani's night. We're raising money for a great cause. So thank you guys for tuning in. Zach, your show, close her out.
We defer to Brad, our third place contestant. We thank you very much for being a part of the show, but please tell us where we can follow you and where we can follow the Four Jobbers podcast.
Yo, thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It was actually so much fun. So if you get the invite, definitely do it. And you can follow us at the Four Jobbers everywhere on social media. We just did a great interview with flying Frank Milano. Those whiskeys are hitting in. And it was really fun. It was awesome. He's such a good dude. And if anybody else, if you're a wrestler and you want to come on and talk wrestling, or if any of the guys from Love Wrestling want to come on and you want to do one-on-one with the Ginger one, I'm down. Let's talk some wrestling and talk about whatever else. It's cool. Like, I like to learn a little bit more about everybody in the wrestling community and talk about everything outside of wrestling too. Just shoot the shit. So come on down. Love to have you. And I'm at Ginger Heat if you want to message me and come on the show.
Matt, is it any consolation that you have won every show that involves skill here on Love Wrestling, or is Quizplex like the bitter pill that's hanging over your head right now?
Oh man, I say fuck wheels, man. I hate that wheel turned on me. That wheel literally turned on me. Fuck wheels, then, now, together, forever.
That's why you're good at Mario Kart 8, because they got flying and shit. Ooh.
Yeah, my wheels can like turn sideways and hover and shit. But yeah, you can follow me at Matt Viviani 91, and maybe next time you fuckers will donate for me for once. Give me some points for a good cause, for Riley's Children's Foundation, but for points for me so I can win, get that crown. You know what I'm saying? You people, fuck on me.
A good old "you people" promo.
Damn you,
here
Dustin.
on Love
I saw
Wrestling
that
from the
coming.
heel.
I saw it.
And our champion, Brandon Holden Albright. What do you have to say to the people? Where can we find you?
Does this mean I have to come back to the show? I got a crown.
I mean, you are invited back, which will be June 17th. If that works, that's wonderful. If it doesn't work, then we'll figure something out. But
I'm assuming that's a Tuesday, right?
It's a Tuesday.
I'll be here June 17th to defend this title and probably lose it. But until then, you can follow me at Holden Pro, Instagram, X. Can't believe I actually called it that. And then go over to patreon.com/BrendanC to see me just be really honest about people I don't like. Spoiler alert, it's me mostly. A lot of self-loathing. But yeah, I hope to have a little podcast. I'm rebranding my podcast and Twitch stuff. Just look up GTA Wire. You'll find all of that things. I hope to have Brad and a conversation and a podcast with Brad, but also I hope to see Matt in the ring, if not at a show, at the dojo sometime soon. And Zach, coffee before an IWS show, please. But don't bring up that dominatrix host bullshit. Nah, I'm good. You got off too much on that. You got off on that.
Like, we're not going to grab a beer when you're in Edmonton for a 4-hour layover anymore, Holden? Like, come on here.
Which, legitimately, I had to go out to Washington, which, by the way, we'll grab a beer after I wrestle on a Love Wrestling show, and we're just hanging out for the whole weekend.
Hey, just beat. So the new standard for live Love Wrestling streams is you have to beat Matt Viviani at Mario Kart, because Matt Viviani beat me at Mario Kart, and then he came out here for Love Wrestling.
We'll do that in person.
I will do it again.
But legitimately, I was flying out to Seattle for a Chris Hero seminar, and then I asked Spencer if he was free. And because you mentioned like Love is Blind, he introduced. Was it The Circle? Was that the show?
Oh
that
my
we watched?
God! Yes! Oh my God!
And I felt so awkward too, because I took an Uber to the airport afterwards. And like I didn't know how to lock his door, and like it's like a nice neighborhood, but I'm like a sketchy person, so I'm like I don't want to leave this door unlocked. But it was a great time. We grabbed a great meal. It was awesome. He also mentioned he's like, I've been in this airport so much for Love Wrestling every month. I know where to park.
Yeah, I just need at this point to like print off an Uber sticker for my back window because they never really check your credentials. You know what I mean? Anyway, Zach, close this on a positive before I blow my entire cover.
We've got lots of positives to celebrate. We raised a lot of great money for the Riley's Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. But again, congratulations to Holden Albright, our new Quizplex champion. We are going to be back next month. And again, Holden will be back. Anthony Green will be back, and we'll round out the rest of the competitive Quizplex field here on Love Wrestling. Please follow at Love Wrestling CA on any social media platform you can think of. Follow me at SmarkMouth on Blue Sky and all the other digits that they incorporate into their usernames. You know how to find me. And we will be back next month. And again, this is pub trivia. We've all been drinking, and the important thing is we all get home safe. So get home safe.
Hi, folks. It's Bret the Hitman Hart, making all your wishes come true with Aladdin, the magical family musical. I am the genie of the lamp. You've never seen a genie like me before. Uh-oh, it's that evil magician Abanazir. Time for the sharpshooter. Here's my favorite part of the show, the big dance number. Don't miss Ross Petty's Aladdin. Cheer the hero and boo the villain. Reserve your magic carpet